482 days. It has been 482 days of no info about GTA 6. And do you know what happens to a community after nothing but radio silence for this long? Pure and utter delusion. I mean, we have people counting holes in the window of Lucia's cell, people contemplating their entire life choices leading to this game, and some have even compared GTA 6 to the invention of the wheel and the bomb. And since delusion is at an all-time peak right now with a theory based solely around numbers printed on a t-shirt and a magazine that was relevant 12 years ago, I thought it would be fun to look at the slow mental decline of our community, and admittedly even myself. And so we will look at some of the most delusional theories that we've cooked up over this last year. Now, there's a few different reasons why I don't cover these types of theories on my channel. One is because it saves me sanity points not being fucking wrong all the time. And two is because there are just so damn many of them, and they are all equally insane. Like, for example, when I say the word waning gibbous, to most people that won't mean much, but to the GTA community, it triggers a little bit of PTSD. Players had thought that because a GTA Online promotional art looked eerily similar to the art for GTA 6, it had to be related to the second trailer. But it also wasn't the first time a moon theory had been theorized, and it's actually worked for us before. Kind of. Let me explain. Back in September of 2023, before the Trailer 1 announcement, an update for GTA Online was posted that featured a giant waning gibbous moon and had the VI conveniently highlighted in the background of the screenshot. So, doing some quick math, VI plus a moon phase means that we have to be getting a GTA 6 announcement on a waning gibbous moon. And it's a pretty solid theory if you ask me. So now, the reason that I say that this was kind of right is because the announcement for Trailer 1 did come during a waning gibbous moon phase, just 2 months later than we expected. So now, fast forward literally a year later, and we are so back. Because the moon was so clearly visible in this update art, people would find certain days where this moon was supposed to be in phase, correlating it to days where Rockstar normally releases trailers, which is Thursdays and Tuesdays. But as you can probably guess from the fact that I'm adding it to this video, nothing ended up happening, and the community would go 0 for 1. Not to be deterred though, we would cook up the most insane theory that it had to be correct. One that even I was a part of, and it's the 27 theory. This theory, while kind of silly and in hindsight delusional to a level I can't even fathom at this point, had more connections to GTA 6 that even had me thinking it could be real. It all started from two cryptic pictures that a Rockstar developer had posted on Twitter that showed some GTA 6 styled merch they had received, most likely as a gift for the holidays. However, on the bottom of the picture, there was a note that had the date 12/27. It also had an address for a car dealership that was called Auto 27. This immediately got people to assume it was a cryptic way of the developer saying that Trailer 2 is coming on December 27th, which is a massive leap to make, I know. But the thing is that 27 just kept popping up. Like, for example, Rockstar had purged their Instagram to only have 27 posts. The 27th upload on Rockstar's channel has Jason in the title. In Trailer 1, the number 27 appears on the 27th second. And the GTA franchise had just turned 27 a month prior. The stars were aligning. Okay, by this point, I am completely convinced we believe in the 27. But if you're there thinking that the level of delusion was so high from these people already, then wait till you hear the other comparisons that people pointed out. Like Jason being the 27th most popular name. The case identification number for Bonnie and Clyde was 1227. The numbers in the cop scene added together equals 27. And my favorite, there are 27 paper cutouts on the Christmas announcement for GTA Online. Now, despite all of this sound evidence that we had acquired, Rockstar ended up messing with us with an announcement further from a trailer than I've ever seen, as they promoted a goddamn sale on the Rockstar warehouse. But if you need indication of just how hyped this date was from people, that warehouse sale that they promoted on the 27th got double as many views as the announcement for GTA 5 Enhanced Edition. So despite everyone being just a little hyped, the community would now go 0 for 2. Now this next theory has nothing to do with the trailer, but instead GTA 6 being priced at $100. This level of fear-mongering is only possible from a fan base that has been left on red for the last year. And I don't even think most people know where this rumor got started in the first place, so let me break it down. Back in 2023, Strauss Zelnick had made a comment about the idea of games being priced per hour rather than a base price. He stated, "By that standard, our frontline prices are still very, very low because we offer many hours of engagement. The value of the engagement is very high. So I think the industry as a whole offers a terrific price to value opportunity for consumers. That doesn't necessarily mean that the industry has pricing power or wants to have pricing power. However, there is a great deal of value offered. And look, it's our strategy here to deliver much more value than what we charge customers." So not only does he never actually state an intention to raise the price of their games, but he also directly states that their strategy is to give players more value than what they charge for. But somehow people immediately took this statement and said, "We want to charge more for our games." So then where does the $100 come from? Well, a video game analyst named Matthew Ball had wrote a report where he stated that the games industry wanted GTA 6 to be priced at $100 so that other AAA games could price their games at $100 as well. And EA, I know you were a part of those conversations, okay? We are not spending $100 on a FIFA game. But it's important to note that even Matthew Ball stated that $100 would be a bridge too far. This is why $100 makes no sense. GTA 5 sold 200 million copies over its 11 years. But if you ask Rockstar today, they would still tell you that the biggest moneymaker for them was GTA Online. They've made over $500 million every year through shark cards. So why on earth would they want to charge people a higher price of entry when they know that most of their money will come further down the line? So if you genuinely think that out of nowhere GTA 6 is suddenly going to raise the price of their game by nearly 40% even when they know their moneymaker is through online, then that is just delusional. Admittedly, I have no way of proving this, but the thought process just doesn't make sense to me. But now let's go back to the trailer theories, because this is where the delusion is at an all-time high. Now, let's say you haven't been following GTA 6 news over the past year, and I started describing to you how a t-shirt in GTA Online correctly predicted the trailer 1 date, you'd probably Google the nearest mental hospital. But believe it or not, that is a true statement. So what if it was right another 2 years later? Now, the shirt in question is this one released with the San Andreas Mercenaries update, and it features a blank face with some symbols and a bunch of numbers. The community quickly pointed out that translating these numbers into alphanumeric code made it read, "One day will reveal all." Super ambiguous, I know, but it gets better. So in late November of that year, when Rockstar had finally announced the first trailer being released on December 5th of 2023, players noticed that they had seen that before. If you look closely at these numbers, you can clearly see December 5th, 2023. This had people mind blown. Forget the fact that it could be a complete coincidence that those numbers were on this shirt. This was proven evidence that we were right. And to be honest, it's hard to argue differently. And you know what they say, why fix what ain't broke? So you may have also noticed that there is another date featured on these numbers, 04/01/25. This is now why so many people believe that the second trailer will be released on April 1st, 2 days after this upload. Now, there are a few obvious problems with this. First, seriously think about the odds that Rockstar had fully calculated the marketing period all the way back in June of 2023. And not only that, but everyone in the most secretive company in the world, even the t-shirt designers, had been told about this marketing strategy over a year and a half in advance. And by the way, a company that had just faced the biggest leak in gaming history. Personally, I'm not buying that. Not only that, but it also doesn't make sense that they would want to release their trailer on the one day of the year that people would most likely think it's fake. But just when we thought that looking at numbers on a t-shirt released a year and a half ago was delusional enough, something else started cooking that may have given it some credibility. For those who aren't aware, Game Informer used to be a widely popular gaming magazine back in the day and had a close relationship with the folks at Rockstar. They've been known for giving various world exclusives around the GTA franchise and were even the first news outlet to preview GTA 5 12 years ago. However, they shut down last year. So this week, when Game Informer announced they were making a comeback on March 25th, 2025, the GTA community did what they do best. A GTA Insider magazine makes a comeback right around the time we have a Schizo April 1st theory?
Coincidence? I think not!
Now, normally that would already be enough delusion to get people hyped already, but then in comes this mysterious Reddit user named ZestyCloseAd6898. This random Reddit user had been confidently stating that there will be news about GTA 6 on March 25th of 2025, the same day as Game Informer's announcement, and he had been stating this for the last 4 months. He even said, "Wait till next year, I can't wait to see this go mental, and you all spend weeks trying to figure out who I am and how I've been right this whole time." But as you guys can see by the day of this video, March 25th has already passed. So you may be asking, what happened? Well, judging from the fact that you're watching this video and not counting grass strands in the second trailer, it's pretty fair to say that nothing happened, and Zesty Close Ad was trolling the whole time.
Good morning, bastards! Hey, Tinky Winky, Lala!
I mean, seriously, who would have thought that the random guy on Reddit wasn't telling the truth? I don't even know who to trust anymore. Now, something could potentially still happen on April 1st, but judging from the fact that this relies on numbers on a t-shirt in GTA Online, the odds are less than slim.